Yeah, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? Scratch percolate was really good news. Your man Theo Butler, and welcome to another exciting episode of I Ain't Saying. I'm just saying with the Rock with me. Y'all go ahead and clap that damn thing on that. Yeah. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. You like? Leave a comment. You don't like? Leave a constructive comment. Why? Because if you know me, grow me, and sharing is caring. And constructive comments do help a brother grow, help the channel grow. And we trying our darndest to grow. So yeah, do all that. But if you think you subscribe, you know you subscribe, double check and make sure you subscribe. That's it. Make sure. Double check that on thing. You see what we got going on here. I know I told y'all I was going to bring this to y'all a while ago. X-Force issue number 2. You see it. Something about Black Panther in here. This the only reason why we copped it. The only reason we messed around, got issue 1. Don't know how we did that. But yeah, we got issue 2. It's brought to us by Geoffrey, Thorne, and Marcus Toe. You see it. It ain't what we think it is. Let me just go ahead and say that. Let me just go ahead and say that right now. We go ahead and open this puppy on up. Y'all know I bought it. Like I said, it's because of who they got on the cover. It is. That said, we find Sage amongst foliage running for her life. She barely misses being bashed as she wonders to herself, why is her team, X-Force, led by Forge in Wakanda? Boy, you got a lot of cojones. You, Forge, in Wakanda? An hour ago, over Central Africa, Serge talks about the good they do, except no one knows X-Force exists. After the ashes, whatever. As Force describes it, it works like this. Something called the analog points them to world-breaking events before they have a chance to spiral out of control. So I'm guessing we get to see how that works up close and personal in this issue. Here, we get some validation from Sage on just how advanced Wakandan tech is when it comes to even Reed Richards and Tony Stark. And if you watched the first comic book review I did today, several headshots by plasma cannon blasters. Nothing. All right. Y'all see it? Cool. Forge isn't impressed. His take on the situation is that, I'm quoting, his mutation lets him build counters to any physical problem he perceives. No matter how advanced they are, they won't see him. The Wakandans won't see X-Force. Famous last words. Scratch one Lockheed XR-71 Blackbird from the X-Men inventory. Yep, that's gone. Their boot soles ain't working either. The Wakandan boot soles do. In essence, Forge overestimated his mutant ability to compensate for Wakandan technology. If you don't think Forge, you on T'Challa's radar, you ain't as smart as you think. Anyway, moving right along. On the ground, the team tries to get their bearings as Sage dons a special pair of goggles that help simplify the amount of information she's receiving via her mutant abilities. Meanwhile, Psylocke's abilities detect magic in the air just as there's a temporal shift. That's time shift, a shift in time for those that don't know what that is. That temporal shift encompasses their teammates, Tank, Ascani, Captain Britain, and Surge, which leads to them being attacked by those very same team members. Yeah, they've been compromised. Surge pieces out. Informs Forge they're dealing with some sort of change spell. And did he just say the jet is their workspace? His workspace. I thought it got blown up. You know what? Never mind. We're gonna come back to it. Jet capable of doing some stuff. Sage tries to come up with another plan with Forge, only to realize she's by herself until she's not. Realizing numbers ain't in her favor, she surrenders to the Wakandans and their king, the Black Panther. Except It's what she says. He's not actually the Black Panther. He ain't. Sage, in her understanding of Wakandan culture, allows her to recognize two things. One is the obvious lie about this guy being Black Panther. Yeah, that's just a lie. And two, she recognizes the Anansi drum, a historical artifact that no Wakandan royal would ever have on public display. Talk that talk. The imposter doesn't take kindly to being called a fake. He don't. Tough. Sage know her stuff. See, when you know your stuff, you don't care what the other person got to say. You know your stuff. She ain't finna go back and forth with him. This is very interesting. Black Panther fans take note. So each time he plays the drum, the spell spreads from the Anansi drum. Yeah, Dr. Doom, being the current Sorcerer Supreme, would definitely have a problem with it. Don't even know why Dr. Doom ain't. Maybe Bass just got Wakanda on lockdown. You being the Sorcerer Supreme ain't got a damn thing to do with you knowing what's got going on in Wakanda, which would be interesting. Because we've never seen Doctor Strange F with Wakanda. And we do know there are mystical forces alive and well in Wakanda. Active, if you will. Some more meat on the bone. Anyway, Sage and the imposter have a little back and forth. He doesn't think anything can overcome Anansi's magic. I get that, understand that. You African Wakanda, he should feel that way. Her goggles, doing what they do, say different. So she decides to dip. We dip. I put my hands up on my hip. When I dip, you dip. I'm sorry. It won't be easy for her to formulate a plan as the imposter sends her teammates after her. See what I mean? Not to be outdone, Sage puts her goggles on Surge, which override the magical influence temporal. She was under, in control of her, however you want to put it. She directs her to take the goggles to Forge, which she does, which of course allows his abilities to invent something that compensates for the magic. As Forge explains it, reality doesn't like to be pushed around by magic. I just thought they coexisted. Anyway, meet NKeti of the Hyena clan. Yeah, make sure I got that clip. And the perp, he's the perp behind what's going on. Yeah, he's the perp behind the tomfoolery that's going on in this issue. Yep, And he is taken in by Selly of the Spirit Archive. She's a Wakandan. Look like she's part of the Dora Milaje as well. Damn, that's harsh. The rest of his natural life in the deep well, you don't want to give no backstory to that. You don't want to say what's going on, because you say the deep well, I go back to Krakoa. Sheesh. That Sele knows who Forge is, and most of the team. That's a nice bit of continuity. Wakandans are supposed to know stuff like this, which is crazy because they keep out. Her wanting them out of Wakanda, even though they help, that's so on point, because they xenophobic, they isolate. We don't care if you help. Get up out of here. Wait, the X-Jet is repairing itself? Makes sense, but that's it. That's the issue. I'm out. It was what it was. I bought it because I thought it was one thing. It was something completely different. Now, this story means more if we get the Anansi drum used again, right, in a Black Panther comic. This story means more if we get Kelty being used again in a Black Panther comic. The Hyena clan is an actual clan in Wakanda, right. So we got some Wakandan lore here. Be ashamed to let it go to waste. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, thank y'all so much for rocking with a brother, comic book review and everything like that. Yes, we just getting started. We coming back. I told the missus, I got a goal in mind for today. I'm going to do my damnedest to get there. So make sure you got your notifications on. Make sure you subscribe. Check it. Double check it. Check it in triplicate. Just make sure you subscribe, because we going to come back. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.